welcome back to Michael's Kitchen. I am excited today. I'm making a Stromboli today, and it's different, but follow along. I went to a place in Seattle called Brooklyn. Phenomenal steaks, and they had a Stromboli on the menu, and I fell into the trap. And ever since then, I've always wanted to try it, and here we're trying it. First, I gotta get the dough ready. For the dough, I have 1.5 cups of lukewarm water, because I have yeast in there, because I gotta make dough rise. So the yeast is activated, it's been sitting there for 10 minutes, and we're ready for the next ingredients. So to my water and yeast, I'm gonna add 3.5 cups of bread flour. And I've got 2 tablespoons of kosher salt in here. So I'm gonna add this without making a mess. So I've added my flour in there. In addition, I have in there 1 tablespoon of honey. Get this mix going. The dough has come together, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this dough out of, and I'm gonna go ahead and knead it until it gets smooth. And I'm gonna put it in a bowl that I put 1 tablespoon of olive oil in there. I'm gonna put that in there, and I'm gonna leave that at room temperature until it doubles in size. I've got 1 pound of ground pork, 1 pound of lean ground beef, so like 93.7, ricotta cheese, breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese, 2 eggs. I don't use parsley, so I'm using basil in mine, and of course, garlic. So I'll combine all those ingredients. And the reason I'm doing or using the ricotta cheese is because I'm going to try to mimic cooking the meatballs in a sauce. So I've got the meat combined for the meatballs. I'm going to use a ice cream scooper. So I'm going to first scoop them out. So I'm trying to get them all uniform size. So I got the meatballs all portioned out. I've got my hands, I've already washed in cool water so that they don't stick. And I'm just going to form them into little meatballs. I'm going to put them into a center of a 400-degree oven for 20 minutes. I've got a whole white onion chopped, and I got 4 or 5 cloves of garlic. So I'm going to get the oil in the pan, about 1 or 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and start sauteing off the onions. So onions go in. I will season them up with salt and black pepper. I'm gonna go ahead and crush in the 4 cloves of garlic. I got the onions sauteing here. Color is coming out perfect. 2 tablespoons of butter in there. And I always use unsalted butter because I almost forgot the most important part of cooking. Get your drink ready so you can stay hydrated while it starts getting hot in the kitchen. And by the way, I'm running low. Make sure you put that on the list.
This is a cooking show, not a drinking show.
We're drinking here.
Good.
Then I'm going to put about 2 cups of spinach in here because I want to really have a lot of spinach for this Stromboli. So I'm going to let that wilt, which is why I have the butter to help it steam down and wilt this spinach. And I'm going to also put salt on here. Well, get some seasoning, of course, but to also wilt it down. It's smelling awesome. I mean, really, it really is.
Too bad that they can smell it.
Turn off the heat and just let it sit there and cool, because I'm going to need that for the filling inside my Stromboli. So the meatballs have been in there for 20 minutes. They are cooked. Now I've got to get them the color I'm after, so I'm going to change the oven to broil. And I'm going to do broil for 5 minutes. The meatballs have been in the broiler for about 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and take them out. Again, they're cooked. I just wanted to give them some color underneath the broiler. So just to see the method of the madness, I'm going to take one out that I think looks bad for the filling. You know, that burnt is going to be bad. And I'm going to just show you, they're still 20 minutes, still very moist and juicy. Look at that. And now we'll see. I'm going to line the baking sheet with some olive oil, and I'm going to place my dough onto the sheet. if it wants to come out. There's my dough. I'm gonna line it here, and I'm gonna, again, make the stromboli on this sheet. Again, expand this dough. It'll take its shape here in a second. Or maybe a pizza, a very special pizza for someone. And then I'm gonna put some mozzarella cheese. And you want to use the low moisture mozzarella because we don't want all the grease out of the mozzarella cheese ruining our stromboli here. I got the provolone on here, and now I'll put my filling on top as well as the meatballs. Now I'm going to take the meatballs that I've sliced in half and I'll place them throughout. So here comes the fun part. I'm going to do my Italian seasoning all over the top here. And then I'm going to take my roll, my stromboli, and I'm going to attempt to roll this into one big roll. Don't leave. Don't try to leave. Don't try to leave. And now that's rolled perfectly. And I'm going to center this on this pan. And the most important part of the strombolis. Take the end and fold onto itself. Take the end and fold onto itself. I'm about to place this in the oven, a very important step. I'm going to slice because I want it to breathe and not blow up in the oven. So if I don't do this, it'll just explode with all the cheese and the steam inside there. Then I'll take this over to the oven. I've got the oven at 400 degrees, and I'm gonna place it on, I happen to have a pizza stone. I'm gonna place this stromboli on the pizza stone for an hour time. So the stromboli's been in the oven at 400 degrees for the last hour. Now let's take it out, see what we got. And that is looking killer. So I'm gonna take this out. So the stromboli's out of the oven. The crust is perfect, the dough's good. I'm gonna do about 1-inch slices. So I'll take the first, the end off. So you can see that's just gonna be all dough. My next slice should be stromboli and filling. So I've sliced the stromboli and I will serve. And look at that cross section. Meatballs, spinach, mozzarella, provolone. And then I'll put the sauce on top. Oh, baby. Can we stop recording so I can eat? And like we always say, a buen tiempo. Don't forget to go and comment, like. If you like the video, and subscribe. Let us know what you want us to make. We'll try it.